Hello, my name is Seema. Welcome to some gentle yoga practice. We're going to start in a nice comfortable seat, nice Sukhasana, whether you are cross-legged, you can be flat on your feet, or even out nice and long. And if you have your blocks, you can keep them at the top of the mat. You can grab one and sit on one. Whatever feels comfortable for you. And once you find that comfortable seat, that your Sukhasana, allow your palms to lay on your thighs, face up for more receiving, face down for more grounding through your practice. Find that nice curvature of the spine, little lift in the heart, little tuck in the chin. Close your eyes, seal your lips together, and just begin to connect with your breath here. Relax the shoulders. Let those elbows be heavy, like weights pulling them down. Relax the fingers. Relax the belly. And just enjoy those subtle movements that breath makes. The lift in the chest on the inhale. The heaviness through the body on the exhale. Feeling comfortable here, feeling at peace. And now let's just bring that gaze internally. Really watch your breath here, how it goes in and out through the nose. Fills up the lungs, expands the chest. Maybe all the way into the belly. Just taking a moment to really enjoy that life force. And just letting go of whatever's going on off your mat today. Finding complete stillness and just being present. And let's just use an internal count and just extend that inhale, right? Make it a little longer. And then balance it out by making that exhale just as long as you use that internal count. Really slowing things down. The heart, the mind. Maybe you add another digit to your count, making that breath even slower, even longer, even deeper. Just really settling in here. A couple more like this. If you find yourself in the thought, just notice it and then push it away like clouds in the sky. And then just come back to your breath. Just letting that body feel heavy and light at the same time. And then let's just bring our hands to heart center. A little nod. Nice cleansing breath. Big inhale, fill up. Open the mouth, side out. Do two more like that. Big inhale, fill up. Open the mouth, let it go. One more, fill up. Open it out. Gently blink your eyes open. If you're sitting on the block, remove the block, place it back on top of the mat. And if your legs are crossed, just uncross them and do it the opposite way, just to balance it out. And again, if you're here, it's perfectly fine. You can stay right here and just relax. We're just gonna start with some neck exercises. So let's just bring that right ear to the left, to the right shoulder. Getting a nice stretch through that left side. And start engaging that core here. So you're gonna get a little taller once you engage that core. Don't hold your breath. Maybe you want to assist and you just bring your hand on top of that temple. A little bit of deeper stretch here. Relax the shoulders. You're still lifting the heart a little bit, sitting nice and tall. And then just release everything on your inhale and come back to neutral. Now left ear, left shoulder. Pause in here for a moment. Try not to crunch the shoulders up, keep them down. And if you use that hand on the temple, you can add that here. And still breathing. And now gently release that. Let's extend that left leg nice and long. So if your feet were here, lift it and then just drop it down. If you want a little cushioning, you can always grab a block, drop it on that bent leg to support it. Flex the foot, hands in front of that shin. Nice long spine, just walk yourself forward till you feel a nice stretch of that left hamstring. Try not to round forward. You're still leading with the chest, leading with the heart. Keep that foot engaged, keep it flexed. And if you have a little soft bend here, that's okay too. Now walk your hands back just a little bit and then walk your left hand on the inside of that left leg. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. If you want a little deeper stretch, maybe you reach it overhead, but try not to lean forward. We're not leaning forward. The heart is leading up. And you're just breathing here, getting a nice stretch to the right side of the body. I'm not mirroring you, so you're going to look opposite of me, but we're still reaching for that left side. As we inhale, we come back up, coming back to our neutral spine, and we'll get ready for the other side. Extend that right leg, and then bring that left foot in. Again, if it's uncomfortable with this leg bent, place the block underneath. Flex that foot, hands in front of that left shins, and just walk yourself with that long spine, keeping this foot active. And just enjoying that hamstring stretch on the right side now. Again, if your leg is bent, it's perfectly okay as long as you're feeling that stretch to the back of that leg. And a lot of times you want to roll that foot in. Try to keep it rotating out more than in. Leading with the heart, nice and long to the neck. Don't tuck the chin. Gently walk yourself up just a tad. Right hand on the inside of that right leg. Inhale the left arm up, get nice and long. And if you reached your arm overhead, you can do that too. And your gaze is wherever it's comfortable for your neck. You can look forward, you can look down. If it's okay to look up, you look up. Keep that core engaged, keep that foot engaged. And just enjoy the stretch of the left side. Inhale, come back to your neutral spine, and then exhale, release. Remove your block. Let's find a nice bound angle here. Your bottoms of the feet are together. Again, if you have your blocks, you can place them right underneath your thighs. Same deal, we're just lifting nice and tall, and we're just gonna lean forward with the heart. We're not rounding forward, we're not tucking the chin. We're just leaning forward. Elbows maybe push down onto the thighs. Core still engaged. And just breathing, getting long to the spine. Really opening up those inner thighs. And then gently lift up, remove your blocks, and we're gonna find ourselves on our tabletops. So hands and knees are next, and then we'll get right into some cat and cow poses. So make sure everything is stacked. Your wrists are right underneath your shoulders, your knees are right underneath your hips. And everything is hip distance apart. So just like everything's lined up and stacked, you're not up here. You're really hip distance apart, shoulder distance apart. Same with the knees. Knees can come flat or you can curl your toes, whatever feels natural for you. We'll inhale, drop the belly, raise the gaze. And then exhale, tuck the chin, round the back. And we'll just move through a few of those. And just make sure you're listening to the breath. That's your cue to move from one pose to the other. You close your eyes, you bring that gaze back internally. And focus on that spine here. Really enjoy every movement through that vertebrae. Every articulation. Loosening it up. And obviously always adding any extra movements if you need them, if you like them. Listen to your body. Give it what it needs. Let's do 2 more and then we'll find a nice child's pose. So child's pose. You can keep your knees exactly where they're at and just drop the belly. And hands can come on their side or they can come out nice and long. If your hips are open, you can bring your knees wide, toes to touch, drop your hips onto the heels, and then drop your forehead to the mat. You can keep your arms nice and long. You can bring them by your side. Just rest here. This is a resting pose. If you can't meet the mat with your forehead, grab a block. You place your forehead onto the block. There is no straining in child's pose, in Balasana. So just let everything go here. Let the elbows be heavy. Let the belly be heavy. And reconnect with your breath here. Nice. And then let's gently come back to our tabletop and we'll add some gentle movements here. So as before, keep everything stacked, hip distance apart, shoulder width apart, and we're just gonna shift forward and back. So we're gonna inhale, shift forward, and then exhale, shift back. We don't bend the arms stay nice and straight. You're just shifting forward and then shifting back. When you inhale and you shift forward, go until you feel a little bit of pressure in them wrists. And as we exhale, you can go as far down as your knees allow it. Or you can make this as small, just a tiny little shift. Your range of motion. Engage the core here. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna add a little tricep dip. Little baby chaturanga. So we're gonna inhale forward, we're gonna bend the elbows. We're gonna inhale, push up. Exhale, shift back. Now when we dip down, them elbows stay close to the body. So you dip down, squeeze them arms into the rib cage. You inhale, push up. Exhale, shift back. The breath is your cue. Don't rush it. Inhale forward. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Inhale, push up. Exhale, shift back. Now when you come down onto your elbows and you bend them, lean forward. Don't lean back. Okay, I don't want to see this. I want to lean forward as you bend, push up, and then shift back. Let's do one more together. So inhale forward, exhale, bend at the elbows, right against the rib cage. Inhale, push up, exhale, shift back. This time we're going to shift forward and we're going to find ourselves on our belly. So lower all the way down to the belly. And we'll go to some easy cobras. So bring your hands right underneath the shoulders, elbows squeeze in. Untuck the toes. Push them toenails into the mat, lift the kneecaps. We're just gonna inhale, lift up, and then exhale, lower. Once you've demoed and watched me, your gaze is straight down onto the mat. You inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift up. Elbows together, shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower. Next, we're going to find a Sphinx pose. So let's bring our hands forward. And our elbows are right underneath the shoulders. We're stacking our joints again. You're going to find your 11. So when you're on your mat, you have an 11. Parallel arms. Your fingers are spread. And you're really grounding through that whole front of the top part of the arm. The forearm, the palms, the fingers. You're still pushing the tops of the feet into the mat like your toenails. Push your toenails, lift the kneecaps. Now try to drag the forearms and the hands to the back of the room and open that heart forward. And then you're just gazing straight forward, nice and long through the neck. And maybe we bring that right knee out to the side. And then look down. Don't bring your heel to your glutes. 90-degree bend. If this is too challenging and you have back issues, come down into palms on top of each other and your forehead rests on your palms. Otherwise, you stay in your Sphinx. Keep that right foot active, flex it, and then that left toenail is still pushing into the mat. The heart's forward or it's on top, or the forehead is on your palms. Don't hold your breath, relax the jaw. And then gently bring that foot back in. And let's go right into the other side. Let's bring that left leg out. 90-degree bend. Try to keep them hips down. The left is going to go up. Flex that left foot. Push that right toenail into the mat. Open the heart forward, nice and long to the neck. And then gently bring that left foot back. We're going to push ourselves back into tabletop. So bring your hands underneath the shoulders and then push up. So we're going to go into a downward dog. So let's curl the toes. And all we're going to do is lift them hips up and then shift back. While we're here, maybe we bend the right leg, ground to push into the left heel. Spread the fingers here and then relax your head between your arms. Switch, right heel down, and then you bend the left leg. Now both heels to the mat. All we're going to do is walk our hands to the back of the mat. So walk yourself, and you're going to find a nice forward fold. I'm looking at you, but what I really want is I want your head to be heavy. I just want to make sure you can hear me. That's why I'm looking into the phone. And then let's bring our hands to our shins and find a nice flat back. Pause here, look straight down, engage the core, long through the neck, shoulders back. Take another breath, hands on the hips. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, Tadasana, your strong mountain pose. Close your eyes, we're scanning the body in our nice, tall, strong mountain pose. You're grounding the whole four corners of the foot. Lift your toes. Spread your toes and then relax into the mat. Engage those legs. Tuck the tailbone. Belly button to the spine. A little lift in the heart. Shoulders down. Your fingers reach to the earth as your palms open up to the front of the room. Little tuck in the chin as the crown of the head reaches to the sky. Gently blink your eyes open. Inhale, both arms come up. Hands to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, open them back out, finding your nice strong Tadasana pose. Inhale, arms come up. This time we're going to swan dive to our forward fold. Find your flat back. As we exhale, we're going to plant our hands and walk ourselves back to our down dog. Take a breath. Exhale, drop your knees. Right leg comes forward. So one hand on the outside, one hand on the inside of that foot. If you need a block, grab your blocks. It's a great place for a block. If your left knee needs padding, roll the mat. Otherwise, open the heart forward, push that left hip forward. You want to make sure your knee is right on top of the ankle. So look down. I don't want to see this. Bring it up, crawl it up. Take a breath. And then let's just bring that right arm up. You can leave it on your hip and just work on opening up the heart. But if it feels okay, you have the range of motion, reach it to the sky. Try not to open to the right. Ground to that front foot. And release that hand back to the mat. Now, what I want you to do is bring the blocks on the inside. Walk your foot to the outside of the mat. Find a nice lizard pose. You have your blocks so you can lower onto your elbows if that feels okay, really deepening the stretch. And you're looking straight down, don't tuck the chin. A lot going on here. And you have different heights. So if you want to come down onto your blocks, use the height that works best for you. And then there's the highest. Just to release some of the pressure from the wrists. And then gently come back to your hands and move the blocks. And then find a tabletop. And then let's just do some hip circles. Just to release that hip a little bit. So we're going counterclockwise here. We'll do 5, nice and slow. And then we'll pause and go clockwise. And you'll pause, and then we'll find that same on the left side. So let's bring that left foot up. One hand on the inside, one hand on the outside. So you're still stacked here, right? The knees right on top of the ankle. Your left shoulder is right on top of that left knee. So let's just settle in here. Push that hip down, get a nice stretch, that psoas, hip flexor. Minimal weight in them hands, right? Open the heart forward. Enjoy this stretch. And then let's just bring that left arm up. Easy twist. Whether you're up to the sky or you're right on the hip. Stay grounded through the left foot. Try to squeeze those inner thighs together. And your gaze is wherever it's comfortable. Bring that left arm back to the mat or to the block. We're going into the lizard. So bring that block, the hand on the inside. Walk your left foot to the side of the mat. And really settle in here. Try to mimic what you did on the other side. We love to balance the body in yoga because we all know we always have a stronger side and a weaker side. And we just try to balance that out. Don't tuck your chin here. Just breathe. Come back onto your blocks. Shift back. And keeping your knees hip distance apart, we're going to just drop our hips down. And we are going to do like a closed balasana, like an embryo. So bring your arms behind you and drop your forehead to the mat. And just pause here. Again, reconnect with your breath. Bring that gaze internally. How the belly pushes up against the thighs. The back side of the body expands on the inhale. Nice. All right, so let's lift up. Come back to your tabletop. You have your blocks there. So let's curl the toes, find ourselves in a nice downward dog. Take a breath here. And again, just walk yourself to the back of the mat. Find your flat back, hands on the hips, and then stand up. Nice. So let's just walk ourselves to the top of the mat. And we're gonna find a nice warrior two. So that right leg's gonna go back. That foot is parallel to the back of the mat, and then you're gonna bend into that left knee. Arms go forward and back, and just gaze over that front hand. Take a breath. Nice. And let's find a side angle here. So let's just drop that left hand here, and then right hand can come to the hip, open the heart, or it can reach up to the sky. Breathe, and your gaze is wherever it's comfortable. Stay bent into that front knee, minimal weight into that left arm. Come back to your warrior two. Settle in, breathe. Turn that left palm to face the sky. Let's radiant our warriors. Feel that stretch to the whole left side of the body, nice and long to the neck. Take another breath. Exhale, windmill your hands down. You have your block there. Pivot on that back toe. And all we're going to do is shift forward, standing splits. You're nice and long to the spine. You're looking down. You can stay right here. If it's okay to hang your head heavy, let it hang heavy. Keep that right hip down, the toes pointing down, and the heel is lifting up. And that standing leg can be soft. Take another breath, and then bring that right foot to meet the left top of the mat, forward fold. Find a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive to your tall mountain. Knees are soft here. Arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. By your side. So we're going to go to the other side, but I'm just going to move to the other side so you can still watch me. You don't have to do that. So left leg, warrior two. But so you can see me if you feel it's necessary, you can go for it. So again, find your warrior two. Watch that back foot. It's not in, it's exactly parallel to the back of the mat. And watch your front knee, make sure you can see that big toe. The tendency is always to bring that knee in. Stack it right on top of the ankle. Arms come forward and back, tuck the tailbone, zipper the belly. Relax the shoulders down the spine. And just settle in here. Nice and strong to the legs. And let's find that side angle. Nice. Again, minimal weight onto that right hand. You're still bending into that front knee. The heart is open to the sky. You can leave your hand on your hip and just work on opening the heart. And you can look down, straight forward, up. Come back to your warrior two. Pause here for a breath. Turn that from palm to face the sky. Let's radiant our warriors. Another breath. And then let's windmill down. Pivot onto that left toe. And then we're going to lift off. So look straight down. Find your standing split. If you want to move your blocks up a little bit, go ahead. And again, mimic the same thing you did on the other side. If it was okay to hang your head heavy, go for it. But the heel is up, toes are pointing down, minimal weight on them hands. Take another breath, and then bring that foot to meet the top. Find a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive to your tall mountain. Hands to heart center, exhale. By your side. Take a moment, take a breath. And then we're going to come back to our seat here, so we'll just do a nice standing flow to get there. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold. Find your flat back. And as we exhale, we just sit down. And then we'll roll onto our backs. We'll find a nice, easy twist. Open the arms to a T. Drop the knees to the right and gaze to the left. Close your eyes. And just settle in here. Come back to center, realign your spine, and then drop your knees to the left, gaze to the right. You're back to connecting with your breath. And just letting your body be heavy through each exhale. Come back to center. And let's just finish off with a nice happy baby. So let's bring the knees into the armpits. Open the knees wide and bring your heels to the sky. You can grab the back of the legs right behind the knees. If you can reach for your ankles, you can grab the ankles. And if you can reach for the foot, you can grab the foot. So wherever you're at, it's really about just getting them knees into the armpits. So if you're right here, that's perfectly okay. Just make sure your feet are flat, like they're walking onto a ceiling. And your legs are trying to be in a 90 degrees here. You're nice and long through the neck. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your head is relaxed. Take another breath. Nice. This is one of those poses I read that should be done every day. And then gently release it. Give yourself a nice hug. And then release everything to the mat. Get nice and long. Arms overhead. Taking a breath. And then exhale in the Shavasana. Tuck them shoulders in just a little bit, and then relax. Tuck the chin in, and then relax the head heavy. Open the palms to the sky, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the fingers. Let the legs roll out as your feet fall out to the side. Relax the muscles. Relax the heart. Soften the face. Find the little space between the top and bottom teeth. And relax the mind. Shavasana.